First Local, supported by Gary Chervinsky, Exit Realty, Lake Superior. Buying a home is a big decision, so is choosing the right agent. Call Gary Chervinsky, broker at Exit Realty, Lake Superior, 705-257-5432.
Every day, people in crisis need someone to answer their call for help, to let them know they're not alone. Whenever people need someone, the Canadian Red Cross is there, on the phone lines and the front lines, around the world and here at home. But none of it would be possible without people just like you. No matter who you are, you have something to give. You can be that someone with the Canadian Red Cross. Learn more at redcross.ca/someone.
First Local, supported by Rick Mooney, sales representative for Street City Realty. Sold, the sign you want, Rick, the realtor you need.
When I found out I had cancer, it was the hardest day of my life. But life is bigger than cancer.
First Local, supported by Tammy Ovey. Are you looking for an agent who confidently knows the culture and community of Sault Ste. Marie? Call Tammy Ovey, 705-971-0171.
First Local, supported by the Canadian Bush Plain Heritage Centre, where adventure takes off.
How's it going, everyone? It's Jacob Moore here at the On TV studios, letting you know there's been a slight change to 705 Sports. 705 Sports will now be airing Fridays at noon versus Fridays at 4 p.m. We will still be covering all your local, national, and international sports. The difference is now, while you're enjoying your lunch, you can check out myself, Dan Gray, and multiple different guests as we go over all your sports coverage. So make sure to tune in to 705 Sports Fridays at noon on our Facebook page and video on demand.
Family-owned and operated, A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling has been serving Sault Ste. Marie and surrounding area since 1968. For a free estimate, call 705-779-3909. A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling, available for all your water needs. 1944, Second Line West, Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling. Call 705-779-3909 for a free estimate today.
Rollers Bocce is now open, located downstairs at the Marconi. If you're new to bocce or love the game, Rollers is the place for you. Grab your friends and family and let the good times roll. Book your court today at rollersbocce.ca.
First Local, supported by The Refinery, the leader in women's fitness and transformations. 624 Wellington Street West in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. Call 705-255-8895 for more information.
First Local, supported by Tenaris Algoma Tubes. Kickstart your career. Tenaris is rapidly growing in Sault Ste. Marie and looking for individuals interested in rewarding production and technician roles. If you are ready for a progressive career opportunity with benefits in advanced manufacturing, then please send your resume to resumes@tenaris.com.
Good morning and welcome to First Local with Craig and Heidi. It is Wednesday, November 3rd.
Yay.
We survived the first dumping of snow.
Yes.
Yeah, it created a little bit of chaos though.
Yes, it did. But it's going to go away over the next couple of days as we see temperatures kind of warm up. We will talk about that in the weather coming up. But first of all, let's talk about yesterday.
Sure.
In Dallas, Texas, where QAnon supporters and Trump supporters gathered for a very big occasion, and that is waiting for the arrival of John F. Kennedy Jr. He was supposed to arrive yesterday and announced that he is the running mate of Donald Trump for the 2024 presidential election. And, you know, as I'm watching this, I can't help but think it's kind of like Linus looking for the, waiting for the great pumpkin.
So, like, am I given to understand then that JFK Jr. has recovered from his death?
That's what they're, well, he never died. According to these people.
Okay.
He never died. He's been helping Trump for the last 22 years.
Makes sense.
Do his political stuff. Unfortunately, the Kennedys are Democrats. So I don't know what they were thinking on that one. But he didn't show up because he is dead. And at the end of it, the next announcement was that Donald Trump would be flying to the White House on November 30th at 1:30 in the morning to resume his role as president. So we have to wait now till November 30th for that to happen.
Yeah, I mean, the whole Biden thing was just a pause,
Yes,
just a break.
that's not actually happening. That's all they...
No, well, they were robbed,
Yeah.
so...
Unfortunately, the Democrats kind of lost their seat in the Virginia election yesterday. So that could be worrisome for the Democrats. But you know what? In the States, it's always election mode, I find. It's constant election.
Well, especially when you can summon celebrities from the dead to rally support. Like, it's...
Unfortunately, that didn't happen.
Well,
I thought, sorry for that.
Kind of the ultimate and unavailable, so...
So let's go closer to home, and Heidi's got all your news.
Sure.
Heidi?
Okay, well, you know what? Provincially, but, you know, certainly with some local relevance. Today, at 1 o'clock, the Chief Medical Officer of Health will be making an announcement. So this is Dr. Kieran Moore, again, Chief Medical Officer of Health, intending to make an announcement with regards to the rollout of the booster doses of the COVID-19 vaccination. So again, today, November 3rd at 1 o'clock, we will bring you coverage such as becomes available, as well as information. If you are not able to watch the announcement, we will bring you the information out of the announcement that becomes available. All right. I did touch yesterday on the fact that today, or Monday, marked the beginning of Veterans Week 2021. And in that vein, the Sault Ste. Marie Museum is excited to have the opportunity to showcase the fine art collection of Regional Air Force veteran Ken Hanson. The Sault Ste. Marie Museum operates under the 49th Field Regiment RCA Historical Society, making this connection to local military history a perfect match. The museum and the staff, of course, want to recognize and commemorate the service provided by all of our veterans and service members who have put their lives on the line for our country. The work will be on loan until the end of Veterans Week. A little information about Ken Hanson. He is a 98-year-old veteran who served in World War II under the Royal Canadian Air Force. His amazing collection of art consists of an abundance of original watercolor pieces and sketches that he created throughout his time spent during World War II. The artwork, of course, brings to life the soldiers, the aircraft, the places and significant events from his perspective in World War II. So it is on display in the military gallery, and today, let me see here. COVID protocols, of course, being in place. Physical distancing is encouraged for all those who attend. This will take place. There will be an official viewing on Monday, November the 8th at the Military Gallery at the Sault Ste. Marie Museum, which is located at 690 Queen Street East. The official viewing will be scheduled between 12 and 2. Admission is free as part of the Veterans Week. Okay, now on to some official city with a capital C news. So the City of Sault Ste. Marie's Planning Division recently released the comprehensive background report into the official plan. So the city's official plan guides the local decision-making on land use, development, and public infrastructure over the next 20 years. Public input is paramount to ensure the plan reflects the overall vision of residents and stakeholders. So we do have a quote from Don McConnell, who is the Director of Planning. He indicates that community input is a critical component. The goal of the official plan background report is to present data that we have collected to date, best practices, and applicable legislation that will inform the policies of the new official plan. In addition, the background report summarizes what we have heard from the public and what we propose as policy directions for the new plan. So we do have a series of dates that you can tune into and provide the input that is being solicited. I will not go through all of them in detail. They are posted to our website at siouxonline.com, so I invite you to hop online when you have a moment and go and check out the opportunities that are being presented to you by the City of Sault Ste. Marie to provide your input. Yes, okay. Now, also some busy times. Yesterday, our own Dan Gray did bring information with regards to 2 home invasions that had taken place within a 12-hour span. So these events started on October 31st and the second, of course, November 1st. One incident occurred at a residence near the corner of Cunningham and Rutledge. According to a family member who reached out to Sue Online, his grandparents who lived in that home were allegedly confronted with a knife after the suspect broke in through a basement window. Gosh, how terrifying for them. Sault Police Service Communications Manager Lincoln Loudet was able to share this information on that specific case. So the specifics are, after 7:30 a.m. on November 1st, a break-in was reported again near the corner of Cunningham and Rutledge. A man entered the home, stole a quantity of money, and actually got into an altercation with someone inside. The victim did receive minor injuries but did not require a trip to the hospital. The second incident was reported on Willow Avenue. A family member alleges his uncle was also robbed at knife point in his home. On that situation, the communications manager shared the following. So this took place on Halloween, October 31st at around 7 p.m. Break-in on Willow Avenue. Loudet states that he has no information in that moment about anyone being involved in that one, just that a quantity of money was stolen. He says that both incidents do remain under investigation, and of course, if you have any information with regards to either incident, you are encouraged to share it with the Sault Police Services, or of course, you have the option of going anonymously to Crime Stoppers, and we will bring you information such as it becomes available on either of these cases. Okay, I think enough of that for now. We're going to hop over to Craig so you can hear his voice for a little while instead of mine.
Well, I don't know if you want to hear this news, but it is -4 right now, so it's pretty cold out if you are heading out. And we do have some flurries in the area, but not here in the Sault right now. We do see some lake enhancement right here. To the east, we're clear. Closer to the to Lake Superior, we're seeing some cloud and maybe some light flurries making its way into the city this morning. Other than that, we're going to be staying, again, mainly cloudy to the west and more clear to the east, but we're going to stay cold for today. Let's take a look at the 12-hour forecast for you. This is what your day is looking like. So this morning we do have cloud, as I said, to the west, and we could see some odd flurry activity from that. -1 is going to be our temperature later on this morning. 4 degrees, 3 degrees, 4 degrees for your afternoon high. That's it. And then 2 degrees this evening. And again, we could see a redevelopment of just some flurries. We don't anticipate any accumulation. But we do have some warmer temperatures to tell you about, and I'll do that coming up in the 3-day forecast. Right now, we're sending it right back to Heidi.
Right back to me, and I have about a minute. Ooh, here's something that I can squeeze into a minute. Ontario has said that the minimum wage is going up to $15 an hour. Now, this is coming from a source who wasn't authorized to share the news publicly, but did say that there will be an announcement by the Premier, and it again says that it will be rising from its current $14.35 on January 1st. So Happy New Year. Ford's government canceled a scheduled increase from $14 to $15 that was supposed to have happened in 2019. Now, the previous year, the Liberal government at the time bumped the minimum wage up from $11.60 to $14 an hour, and businesses complained about the speed at which that rise had happened. The Ford government said that the increase was a lot for businesses to absorb, so they were canceling the next scheduled increase to $15 to allow companies that time to kind of collect themselves, catch up, and gather that momentum. Increases since then have been tied to inflation, and the most recent increase on October 1st was by 10 cents. How are we doing, Mike? Was that like a minute? Okay, good. We're going to hop on into a commercial break. I want you to hear some words from our sponsors, Maker North, busily solving the problems of the Sioux, Rick Mooney, Tammy Ovey, very busy, successful realtors who know the market. If you're looking to sell, you're looking to buy, we have a number of agents that have chosen to support our business, and so we in turn support theirs. Go fill your cup.
First Local, supported by Nogda Windeman Family and Community Services. Be an alternative care parent. A child needs you. First Local, supported by Maker North. 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education, prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes.
First Local, supported by Northern Safety and Training, locally owned and operated. Get your DZ training for only $2,000, tax included. Call 705-987-8460 for more information.
This large male sports a wet trimming black fur dominance over.
You don't need a media monkey to make healthy choices. Think for yourself. A message from Concerned Children's Advertisers.
Good morning and welcome back. Thank you for returning. Hopefully your cups are full. Mine is empty. Be afraid. Be very afraid. All right, so yesterday, you know what, we talked about a couple of unscheduled power outages, just a little bit of kind of summary so we can kind of put that in a box as the beginning of winter 2021. A blanket of heavy, wet snow Tuesday morning may have caused a number of unplanned power outages in different sections of the city. The outages, of course, started Monday night with strong winds and then heavy, wet snow weighing down branches that may have touched power lines. Outages were reported in the western, middle, and northern sections of town, affecting well over 300 homes and businesses. In this moment, PUC has reported that all power has been restored. Many of the homes actually were without power for several hours yesterday. So good to know that everything is everything. There you go, the power's back on. On November 1st, so Monday, officers with patrol services charged 23-year-old Devin Puska with dangerous operation of a motor vehicle. Around 8:38 p.m., officers responded to a call of a single motor vehicle collision in the 3100 block of 2nd Line West in Prince Township. Upon arrival, officers observed a black car upside down. The driver, later identified as the accused,
was located in a nearby yard after he had exited the vehicle on his own. Upon speaking with the accused, officers developed grounds to believe his ability to operate a vehicle was impaired by drugs. He was transported to the hospital for treatment of non-life-threatening injuries, and later officers read the accused a blood demand, which he refused. He is charged with dangerous operation, impaired driving, alcohol and/or drugs, and failure or refusal to comply with a demand. He was released on an undertaking and is scheduled to appear in court on December 29th. You know what I forgot to tell everybody? It's hump day. We're almost there, right? What day is it? What day is it? All right. Okay. We'll just hop through some COVID numbers. Nothing new to report since the 5 cases that we brought you, and certainly in this moment we have a few that we're contending with, so no new numbers is good new numbers. So locally, we have administered 175,864 tests, out of which we have confirmed 550 cases. 54 of those remain active, with 2 people currently in hospital, indicating then that we have resolved 496 cases. Ontario did report 331 new COVID cases and 7 deaths from the virus. The numbers are coming out of 20,148 tests having been administered. So yeah, we have of course posted those items to the website. In this moment, the province is saying that 88% of Ontario residents ages 12 or over have at least 1 shot of a COVID-19 vaccination, and 84% have received both shots, okay? So there that is. Now, I was sort of on the break just kind of lightly perusing some of the comments, some of the chatter in social media. Chris Bridges, you and I have the same factoid. So because I can be controlling by nature, I'm going to read mine first. So you have just this much time to find another one. Get your own factoid. All right. It was on this date in 1956. So November 3rd, 1956, the movie classic The Wizard of Oz began its tradition as a television viewing. It was the first Hollywood film shown uncut in prime time on a coast-to-coast television network. It was shown in color, although few households had color sets in that time. The film was shown in a 2-hour time slot, but because it was only 101 minutes long, even with the commercials, it needed extra padding. The extra padding was accomplished by adding celebrity hosts. For the 1956 showing, the hosts included Bert Lahr, who played the Cowardly Lion, and 10-year-old Liza Minnelli, the daughter of Judy Garland, who of course played Dorothy. Imagine seeing that show. I mean, to see it on a black and white television, if you didn't have a color set, of course, would rob you of the wonder when she opens her door and finds herself in Oz. So, yeah. So then there's that. Okay. As the weather is turning, I wanted to let everybody know that the Coats for Kids campaign is ready to distribute some warmth. It has set, so this is of course a CTV initiative. CTV Coats for Kids campaign is set for distribution day, which is scheduled for Saturday, November the 6th, so this Saturday, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Delta Hotels by Marriott, which is on St. Mary's River Drive, number 208. The Committee of Coats for Kids is pleased that the community has donated over 800 coats. Likely, they're saying the most coats collected to date in one campaign. An annual sponsored program for the past 26 years. Okay, 26 years. Coats for Kids looks to provide infants, children and teens with gently used winter jackets, snowsuits, boots, and other suitable winter wear. So the program began when it became clear that children of all ages were struggling through cold northern winters without proper clothing to keep them warm and dry. And this year, Cintas Canada Limited, Sault Ste. Marie location, has graciously collected and sanitized all the coats and outerwear that has been collected within the community. Wonderful. As this was a huge endeavor on their part, it is certainly most appreciated that they have taken on this role in support of the Coats for Kids program. They also wanted to add a special thank you to the community partners for being drop-off locations. Fountain Tire on Black Road, Skaggs Pachaco Law Firm on Queen Street, Floriani O'Toole Dual Orthodontist on Bay Street, John's Medicine Shop, Cora Road, and Second Line, Great Lakes Honda, and again, the distribution date is set for this Saturday at the Delta Hotels on Marriott. The Delta Hotels by Marriott on St. Mary's Drive. You must make note, though, proof of vaccination and valid ID must be presented to enter the event. Okay.
Hey, Heidi, speaking of being able to enter somewhere, did you catch the tweet by Sioux Area Hospitals? Not yet.
I'm not on the I'm not on the Twitter.
I guess this was put out yesterday, just so that people know out there. But the Sioux Area Hospital is saying to ensure a safe environment for the patients, staff, and visitors, Sioux Area Hospitals is developing a policy that will require proof of COVID-19 vaccination for all visitors, and they say there will be limited exceptions to the policy. So something people might want to check before they go to the hospital to make sure that they can go see their loved ones if they haven't got the jab yet. So anyways, I thought I'd let you know.
Yeah, no, that's definitely good information. And again, you know, hopefully I can be forgiven. I can't tweet. I won't tweet.
You can't know everything. Come on.
No, I can't know everything. I only pretend I do on TV. Ha ha. Yes, right? Okay, yeah. We're going to go to break now. So go fill your cup and come on back.
Just once in a while, at parties and stuff. If that's what your kid says, they'll probably also tell you that it's not a big deal. But that's no reason not to talk about it. You could tell them that you think that's a good thing and that you're really happy they don't use it that often. Then ask them why. Maybe deep down they know it's bad. They just need your help realizing it. From there, it should be pretty easy to drop off the hint that their brain is still growing and that they shouldn't smoke pot. At least not until they're older.
Visit drugfreekidscanada.org for more tools to help start the conversation.
First Local, supported by James Seaton, Mortgage Specialist. Your new home doesn't come with mortgage advice. I do. Call James Seaton, Mortgage Specialist, RBC, 705-975-1519.
Well, welcome back. Hopefully you had a chance to fill your cup. They are busily getting Craig ready, so I assume he's ready. Right on. Okay, over to you, Craig. I believe this is the 3-day, and I promise I won't forget the 7-day.
And thanks very much, Heidi. And we have a cold morning, and it looks like we're going to have a somewhat cold day today. But we are going to see some warmth build back into our area over the next couple of days. You can see this rotation right here. So we have some chances of seeing some light flurries come off the lake this morning into our afternoon, but nothing to worry about. I don't see any accumulation happening. We'll take a look at the radar and show you just where those flurries are right now. You can see them right coming off the lake, but there are a couple that just could make its way into the city this morning. And again, we don't anticipate any accumulation, but we are going to stay with the cloud because we do have clouds rolling in off Lake Superior. Let's take a look now at the temperatures. Kind of a cool day today. 3 degrees for your high, 2 degrees in Wawa, 1 degree in Timmins, and 3 degrees in Sudbury, and 3 degrees in Thunder Bay. So we're all under this kind of cold blanket of air that's going to be sitting around for the next day or two before we start seeing the backside flow of this high pressure system. This high isn't really going to clear away all those clouds. It's going to try, but it really can't. And then we're going to start picking up a southerly flow as this high kind of makes its way to the east. So we are going to see some warmer temperatures over the next couple of days. This is what we look like for the next 3 days. For today, mainly cloudy. Again, we have that slight chance of seeing a flurry here and there. Temperature's kind of cold at 3 degrees, 6 degrees for your day tomorrow. So we are doubling our temperature. high for tomorrow, and we could see some sun, and we could also see a few scattered showers. Those are rain showers, by the way. And 8 degrees for Friday, so we are continuing to inch up our temperatures into the weekend, and the weekend's not looking all that bad, actually, and we'll tell you more about that coming up in the 7-day forecast, but right now we're sending it right back to Heidi.
Well, great. What a 3-day forecast. You caught me reading news. Okay. It is no secret that many people filled the lonely hours of lockdown with oodles and oodles of online shopping. I did my best to keep it local. I did support a number of local entrepreneurs. However, there is an article posted to our website that's kind of talking about this now. And according to Chantal Chapman, a Richmond, BC-based financial educator and co-founder of the Trauma of Money, which is a financial literacy program, many people tend to unconsciously overspend or compulsively spend to soothe feelings of pain or discomfort, and the behavior can become habit-forming. Okay, now she goes on to explain that because spending can create that dopamine rush, also known as a pleasure surge, and understanding, of course, that dopamine is in and of itself a neurotransmitter, and our brains are consistently releasing a baseline of this molecule when there is an anticipation of a reward, like owning a new outfit, for example. The brain creates a rush or a hit of dopamine that can temporarily make you feel pleasure. Okay, now, dopamine certainly can be helpful for motivation, but it's important to notice if you're chasing a feeling of pleasure, she said, because it does result in that cycle of pleasure and pain. So she explained that shopping can result in that hit of pleasure, but afterwards we might experience that crash, that low. And this is how sometimes people can end up addicted to shopping, because they're in a cycle of seeking pleasure to avoid any feelings of pain. And it's interesting too, because I was talking about this yesterday, you know, how sometimes in our lives there's chaos. And in seeking to control the chaos, you might choose to avoid it entirely. So, you know, again, just that notion of the balance between pleasure, pain, seeking pleasure, you know, through various means. Okay, I'm sorry, Mike, I missed your gentle whisper. Okay, social media. And today I have it on my phone, so. Oh, Kimberly Seabrook is watching with me. Hello, Kimberly. But Margaret McKeag beat everybody to the punch. No, Mike, not Steve Childs, Margaret McKeag. All right. Margaret McKeag, beating everybody to the punch, says, good morning, all. Good morning to you, Margaret. Steve Childs, good morning, all. Hope you have a great day. Woo! He's rocking 2 horns. You're wild today, Steve. You're on fire. All right, Kimberly Seabrook. Good morning and happy hump day to everyone. Yes, happy hump day. We've made it this far, and what a tricky week it's been. Vino Humalamaki, happy hump day. Happy hump day to you, Vino. Thank you for watching. Woo! This is a new name. Maybe you've watched before, Maria, but I have not seen your name commenting, so thank you for reaching out. Maria Zeidler says, good morning. Good morning to you, Maria. Bradley Evoy is watching. Thank you for watching, Bradley. Good morning with 3 exclamation points. Happy hump day and a peace sign. Tamarack Zeppa is watching. Hello, Tamarack Zeppa, my sister. Matt and Ruth Christensen watching. Hello. Aspen, I've got both of my sisters watching today. Woo! On fire, haha. Chris Bridges, we already crossed the bridge on The Wizard of Oz. Terry McCoy, good morning, Terry. Terry says good morning. Laura Liddy is watching. Hello, Laura. Tony Mancuso is watching and says happy hump day, everyone. Have a great day. Joseph Bertrand says good morning, all, with the fist bump. I didn't say happy hump day back to you, Tony, so happy hump day. Chris Bridges, okay, Heidi, you can have that one. Haha, the concession. Lol. Today's other fun fact, on today's date in 1978, the first broadcast of Different Strokes airs on NBC TV. What you talking about, Chris? Haha. Well, I just dated myself there. Wow. Enika. Good morning, everyone. Happy Hump Day. Good morning to you, Enika in the Netherlands. Sabra, what you talking about, Chris, right? On the same wavelength, for sure. And Steph Swanson rounding it out with good morning. Good morning to you, Steph. Thank you, everybody, for your comments, and thank you for watching. Now, as I have been wont to do every day this week, I will not do it today. This is my commitment to Craig. We need a 7-day forecast, Craig, before I can say goodbye.
And I forgot to do the 7-day forecast for today. No, I'm just, I'm just joking. We'll take a look at the 7-day forecast for you. Oh, no, we're going to go outside first. So we're looking pretty sunny right now, but very, very cold. We're at -3. And we do have some clouds to the west, and some of those clouds could make its way into the city today. So we're calling it a partly cloudy, partly sunny day today, but on the cold side. Let's take a look now at the 7-day forecast, and look at that. Saturday looks really nice with lots of sun and double-digit temperatures, so 10 degrees. So goodbye snow for a while, especially next week. We're going to stay dry, and we're going to stay on the warmer side of things, if you want to call 8 degrees warm. But we'll take that. I'll rather have that than snow any day, so not looking back.
Well, it's November 3rd. I will definitely take that. Okay, you take that and go about your business today. Go out there and rock it on this happy hump day. I'll see you tomorrow.
How's it going, everyone? It's Jacob Moore here at the On TV studios, letting you know there's been a slight change to 705 Sports. 705 Sports will now be airing Fridays at noon versus Fridays at 4 p.m. We will still be covering all your local, national, and international sports. The difference is now, while you're enjoying your lunch, you can check out myself, Dan Gray, and multiple different guests as we go over all your sports coverage. So make sure to tune in to 705 Sports Fridays at noon on our Facebook page and video on demand.